I want to share how to slow down. Slow down, right? So if you're watching this, you probably have an interest in the idea of slowing down because you know if you slow down, you're going to be more relaxed, more calm, more at ease, and hopefully more effective. But here's the problem is people don't actually believe that by slowing down they can be more effective. So I want to share an example of a story that can be a metaphor for how it actually works internally. Because I think when you see that slowing down can and will have you be more effective, then you'll be more likely to choose to slow down. It's not that you can't slow down, it's that you don't actually believe that by slowing down you'll get to that thing that you really want. Therefore you don't slow down, and therefore you keep going in a hurried pace, and therefore you're so active and your mind is so hard that you feel stressed. So we want to keep the value for getting stuff done and see that we can access it even more effectively by slowing down. When we can really see that, we can feel it and we can believe it, then we're more likely to choose to slow down. So the story is this morning, my wife was rushing around in a hurried pace because she was running late to get my son to school for a field trip. She walks him about 30-40 minute walk to school, to his preschool. And she was going with him today on the field trip. I want to be on time, don't want to miss the bus. And so she was hurried and getting stressed. And I was, of course, receiving that stress. And we started to have a little bit of voices raised. And I could see that this isn't working. We're both getting more stressed. And that's not nice. We don't want that. But I also knew that when you're stressed and you think that you need to get somewhere fast, the best thing to do is to stop. And I know this is so counterintuitive. Like literally, if I'm on the road and as metaphorically to this, if I was on the road and I was driving and I'm running late and I'm like, oh my God, I'm running late, I'm not going to get there on time, I would literally pull the car over and stop. Wait, you're running late. Why would you pull over and stop? Shouldn't you go faster? Well, no, because I really believe in this principle of slowing down is the best way to get somewhere quicker. And so with my wife, it was like, just like, let's stop right now and let's have a conversation about what's actually happening right now in our bodies and our conversation. And through stopping, we saw that actually today I had the time to drive her to school, and that I was happy and willing to do that, to drive her and my son to school, and I was happy and willing to do that. And so by stopping, when we think we need to go fast, we saw another way to get to that outcome that actually had us be there early. So we're running late, we stopped, we slowed down, and we got there early. And this same thing could occur literally in a car. I got to get there on time, and I pull over and I stop because I'm running late, so I stop. And then when I'm stopped, my mind relaxes and I can see other things. Actually, the way that we're going right now is actually going to take us longer. If we went this way, we get there quicker. Or actually, if we just call, we can buy ourselves more time. This happens all the time when I'm running late with my wife to go to dinner for a reservation, and we think we have to get there, and then we stop and we make a call and we buy ourselves and create more time, and now we're early for the same reservation that now just got moved. And so it's all ideas that have us think that we have to be somewhere at a certain time or certain things have to get done by a certain time. They're ideas. And that's what gives us the sense of hurried. And we can't see the ideas that are creating the sense of hurriedness when we're in the hurry. The only way we can see the ideas that are creating the experience of hurriedness is to stop or slow down. Because when we're still and we extricate ourselves from the subjective experience of hurriedness, that we can see the ideas that actually produce it, and then we can make a choice from that perspective, from the slowed and stopped perspective, that change the whole experience that we were subject to. So I share this story for you as a tangible, literal example of stopping when you're in a hurry as a way of seeing a way to get there sooner so that you can actually know that slowing down and stopping is a way for you to be as or more effective without the experience of rushedness. And my wife and I were much closer, happy, kissing, hugging, loving, for the rest of the morning as I dropped her off and my son at school, because we slowed down and stopped and we removed the experience of hurriedness. And you might be thinking to yourself, well, yeah, but that's a literal example, and there's not always a possibility, there's not always a way. And if you're saying that to yourself, what I want to say is that your choice to believe the idea, the principle, that slowing down and even stopping can actually have me get to places and finish things quicker, your choice to believe that that's the case is part and parcel in what creates that possibility for you. So if you look for evidence for that as being possible before you choose that it is going to be possible, then you stay in that context of living a life where you're hurried in order to produce an outcome. But if you say, you know what, I get that making a choice that certain things are certain ways actually create that possibility and create that as a way, then what you're doing is you're choosing the principle that slowing down and even stopping is how I get things done quicker. You have to choose that, and then you step into it. And when you step into it, you access a way of seeing that you cannot access having not made that choice. This is just this idea of choosing a principle as a way of seeing in order to access its effectiveness is across everything, basically. We choose a way of seeing, and that gives us access to that way of seeing. You can't see how slowing down and stopping will speed things up for you without making a choice that that's going to be the case. So a little bit of faith. A little bit, at least experimental faith. Try it on for a week, for a month. Apply it in situations where it feels risky to do so, and you'll see that the choice is actually what produces the possibility. That slowing down and even stopping is the most effective and powerful way to get things done quicker and more effectively. Today is the perfect day for you to create who you are. You are loved and you are powerful, and I am loving you simply for your being here. I will talk to you soon.